problem J. So again, when you look at the problem, because you see a radical, we need to rewrite it to the 1/2 power. And so now we'll take the partial derivative about the x variable. Again, because it's in parentheses with an exponent, first thing we need to do is write the exponent out front and subtract 1 from the exponent. Leave the inside of the parentheses as originally provided. And now we need to take the derivative of the inside focused on the x variable. X shows up once, it's in a numerator, so we can just turn that x into a 1 and have 1 over y, and we're ready to write our answer. So first thing we see is we have a 2 that goes in the denominator, a negative exponent, which causes us to bring that piece to the denominator so that we have a positive exponent. And then we see our y in the denominator. And of course, our only numerators that were left were 1s, so we just have a 1. And then we should clean this up a little bit since we have a single 2 and a single y. Then let's go ahead and write this as 1 over 2y, and we could have either done parentheses to the 1/2 or we could have done the radical format. And now we're ready to find the partial derivative about the y variable. So again, treating the parentheses with an exponent by copying the exponent out front and subtracting 1 from the exponent. Leave the inside identically as originally provided. And now we need to take the derivative of the inside about y. Ooh, y is in the denominator though. So we really need to think of xy as being x times y to the negative 1. So then when we take the derivative, the x will stay there as a coefficient just as if it were a 5 or some other number. And focused on y to the negative 1, we would have negative 1 times y to the negative 2. So we have our partial derivative about the y variable. We just need to write the answer again, going piece by piece. We have a 2 in the denominator. We have something to a negative exponent, so we move that thing to the denominator. This x is technically in the numerator. Remember, we could write this over 1, so we need to put the x in the numerator. Let's see, negative 1, also technically in the numerator, but y to the negative 2 needs to be moved to the denominator. And just like above, when we had that 2 and the y on the ends, here it's a 2 and a y squared, we really should rewrite those together and of course multiply our numerator. So we have negative x over 2y squared, and again I went ahead and wrote that radical format, but if I at least wrote xy in parentheses to the 1/2 power, that would have also been okay.